Hi and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to look at creating a internet monitor dashboard in Node-RED, and this is the dashboard we're going to be creating. It's a very simple dashboard at the moment. It's actually version 1 and I will be developing this further, and if you have any suggestions to the development then please let me know. Now it just tells us the status of our internet connection. It tells us the number of failed connections we've had since I started this monitor, and the time of the last fail and how long the last fail lasted. So very simple. Now the way this works is it uses the ping command, and if you're not familiar with the ping command I'll put a link in the description below, and there's a tutorial on the site. Now the ping command basically sends a message to a server, a machine, and the machine sends that message back, and if it receives it, it knows the connection's working. If it doesn't receive it, it knows the connection's down. Now what we do in the flow is we actually ping a server, which in the case in the flow is a Google server, a Google DNS server, and if that response succeeds, or if that ping succeeds, then we know the internet is up, the connection is up. If it fails, then it could be the internet connection is down, or it could be that there's a problem with the Google DNS server. So what we do then is we go into a secondary ping mode where we ping to other web-based servers or web-based machines, and if both of those fail, then we know there's an internet connection problem and we record it as a fail. If any of those succeed, then we know that the internet connection is up and the problem lies with the host that we're pinging, so we don't record a fail for that. So this is the flow here, and what we've got here is an inject node, and this sets the period of the ping period, and I've set this one to 5 seconds, and I meant to set it to 10 seconds, so we'll just change it there. And the host to ping in this function here, which is the Google DNS server 888. Now you notice I've got a bad host here, and what I've got here is a test configuration, and I'm going to leave these inject nodes in, and this is so I could simulate a fault. Rather than sitting there waiting for a fault to occur, I can simulate a fault. So if I inject here, I simulate a fault with the DNS server, and if I inject here, I turn that fault off. So we got here. Now you might notice that this is going nowhere, and this is because I actually use the flow variable here. So I set the flow variable, and the same with the one down here. I set another flow variable here, fault 2. Now this one sets a fault on the Google DNS server effectively, and this one sets a fault on the secondary servers. So I've got 2 secondary servers. So I'll leave those there so you can actually test it yourself. So let's carry on with the flow here. Now I'm using a configurable ping. There are actually several ping nodes that you can install, and you have to install these. It's not a core node. So this one is configurable, meaning that you don't have to put the host name in here if you don't want to. It's set for a timeout of 5, and I leave it as that, and 1 request. So it only makes 1 ping request, and if that fails, then it records a failure. So I set the host name in this function node here, which I showed you earlier. This is Google. It sends it into the ping, and that pings, and the result comes back into this function node here where I analyze that result. Now this function only returns if there's an error. So if everything goes okay, nothing gets returned from this function and the flow stops. Now if there's an error, then a message gets returned and it triggers this function here, and the job of this function is to ping the other 2 hosts, the secondary hosts, and you can set those in here if you need to adjust them. There they are there. Now notice again I've got a bad host, and this is again to simulate a fault, so I can simulate a fault on the secondary servers just like I can on the primary server. and you can see here if I've got a fault, then I'm going to use the bad host. And notice I'm using the node send rather than the return, and this is because I want to ping two servers. So the first node send pings the first server, the second node send pings the second server. In the case of bad host, I'm pinging the same one, which is an invalid host on my local network. In the case of a normal flow, I'm going to ping good host 1 first, then I'm going to ping good host 2 second. Also notice there's no return statement. This is because I'm using the node send. You can't use the return when you're using the node send. So ping two hosts comes here, the configurable ping again. So this is going to ping host 1, then it's going to ping host 2, and this function node here basically processes results of those pings and it records the result. Now I'm using flow variables to store data. You can see here I've got two flow data and I've got one called store. This stores the data that I'm going to display on the dashboard. You can see here I've got the duration and I've got the start time and I've got the total fails. The total fails is basically the fact that I've got two objects here, and the start time I get from here. And I'm just displaying the last one, which is this one here. So every time I get a fail, or every time I record a fail, I just create an object with the start time and end time, and I drop it into this array here, and it gets saved. This flow data variable here is used to detect a fail, and I start the timer when I detect a fail. I've got a counter here which I count up to 2. When I get to 2 I know it's failed, and I've got a start flag to say is it failed or isn't failed, so is it up or down. And I use this one to display the current status. The current status is up because the start flag is false, so I haven't got a fail yet. We display the data here using this block, and I use an inject node to refresh the display every 2 seconds. It feeds into this function node which reads the data from the store, and it then processes this data and sends it to the text nodes. You might find this function useful. It's a function that converts the time. You can see over here I'm using Unix time, but in the display I'm displaying it as 1900 something, and this is a function that does that. It converts the time. And when I send the data out, I don't send it as message.payload. I actually send the status information as message.status. You can see it here. And I set the duration as message.duration, and I set the fails as message.totalfails, etc. And for that to work, I need to configure these so they actually read message.status. Normally it's message.payload, and the same here, message.failed pings. Okay, so that's the display. So that is a very simple internet monitor. It tells you when your internet's up or down, and it tells you the last time it failed, and it tells you how long the failure lasted. Now, as I say, it's version 1. I will be developing this further, and if you do have any suggestions, then please leave them either on the site or in the comments below this video. So that's the end of the video. If you've got any comments or suggestions, then please leave them below. If you like the video, then click on the like button below, and if you want to get notified of new videos on the channel, then click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the notification bell to get notified. And if you use social media and like to share the video on social media, then please feel free to do so. And until next time, goodbye.